We'll start with Tony Harvey.
Yeah, Coach. Good start in the first quarter, scoring 49 points, but New Orleans did score 39 points themselves. What did you say after that first quarter, after your team got off to a good start?
Well, I thought, the message to the guys was whatever team decides to start playing defense first is going to really give themselves a good chance of winning the game. And I know that's a good, talented team, but the defense out there wasn't where it needed to be. But overall, I thought the focus level following the game plan was pretty solid by our group for 3 of the 4 quarters, and I'm pleased with that, with us continuing to fight, even being out here in a tough situation, losing the first 3 and showing up and giving that type of effort. Again, a lot of credit to our guys.
Matt George.
Coach, I'm sure someone's going to ask you about the performance that Bogdan Bogdanovic had, but was it designed to try and get him some good looks early on in this game to get him going?
That's always a big part of our game plan. When you spend time with Bogey and Buddy, and you see what kind of shooters they are on a daily basis, as a coach, I'm constantly trying to find ways to get them good looks. But Bogey, after a probably the worst shooting night that he's ever had last game, to come back and do that was good, and it energizes the team. And obviously, when we win, our shooters are normally hitting, and that was the case again tonight.
James Ham.
Hey, Luke, how are you?
Good. How are you, James?
Good. You had a lot of big performances, but it felt like Harrison Barnes was back to himself a little bit tonight. How much did you need that performance from him?
Yeah, that's the most Harrison's looked like himself, and he, like I said yesterday, we're a team that's at our best when we're getting contributions from everywhere, and that's where we're at as a group right now. And Harrison's always steady, and he's always going to lead the guys no matter how he's playing. But he looked he looked a little more himself, as far as just having his legs under him, his wind, his defense, things like that. We're all a little more normal.
Sean Cunningham.
Hey, what's up, Luke? Kind of a 2-part question in a way. I mean, can you just talk about maybe how your guys are feeling after this win, with just the weight of all these games and to finally get that first win, and then just a thought on De'Aaron and kind of the string of games that he's had.
Yeah, the guys feel good. We've been out here for a long time, and our guys have been working, and it's tough because then we played the 3 games and we didn't get any of those wins to start. So that's hard on guys. You don't have family to go home to. You just go back to your hotel room and then you work again the next day. So to kind of finally get over the hump and get that first win is a good feeling for our guys. But we also talked about this doesn't matter at all if we don't show up tomorrow with the same type of mentality, and on the back-to-back, where we put ourselves now, we gotta make sure that we get one tomorrow too.
Joe Barton is there.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
It's weird doing an interview with an actual person.
It's weird talking to me anyway. You lost the first 3, but you win today. There's 4 games left, and I think you're even with the Pelicans now. You're not out of it. You guys feel that way? Do you talk that way? Can you afford to? Like, how do you approach these things?
No, we talk that way. We talk about what's the importance of being kind of present in what we got going on that day, and only focusing on things that we can control. But our group doesn't. We believe we are still in it. You never know. We got 4 more games, and there's a big group group of teams right there. So we're gonna, we're playing to win these and try to give ourselves the best chance to get into a playoff. And I thought today was a good step forward.
All right. Jason Jones.
Hey, Luke.
Hey, Jason.
You touched on it a little bit earlier, but can you expand a little bit about the guys' ability to stay focused, follow through with the game plan, especially coming off of 3 losses?
Yeah, it was a huge factor in why we won today. I thought in that second quarter was the one time that we had a lapse, and you saw how quickly the Pelicans got back into it. When you're trying to play at this level and teams are playing for what everyone's playing for here, you can't afford to do that. And we did a good job of checking ourselves and getting back engaged to what we were trying to accomplish. But for 3.5 of the quarters, I thought we were very, very focused and locked in to what we needed to do.
All right, just a few more. Jason Anderson.
Hey, Lou, good win. Congratulations. Did you see or hear anything from the guys overnight or today leading into the game? Was there kind of a moment where you realized that, they still had some fight and some desire to try to turn this around here?
I always had that feeling about our group until they prove different. We've had our fair share of struggles this season, and every time we have, our group has found a way to fight and scrap its way out of it. So I have all the confidence in the world that our team's going to keep playing hard. I mean, you take the Orlando game out, we were awful that day, but the San Antonio game, we played well enough to give ourselves a chance to win. DeMar took over down the stretch, and Dallas, we played well enough to win, and then we didn't make plays down the stretch, and we put them on the foul line 50 times. So it's not like all of a sudden we just put this one crazy game together. We've been playing some pretty good basketball, and now we just finally got over that hurdle of getting the first win. So I feel like our group is a very confident group.
Mark Dimsky.
Hey, Luke. Great win. A little different type of a question. You guys have been in the bubble now for close to a month. And I'm wondering, with the mental stress for you, for your team, how are you guys dealing with that? And in terms of, and have you seen it maybe affect your team differently?
Yeah, it's definitely gotten more challenging. The more time that goes on, we spend a lot of time in the hotel, and we try to get out and do things as a group, eat meals or whatever. A lot of the guys go fishing, but it's tough, and especially when you take a couple losses and you go back and it's just you in the hotel room and some film. It gets challenging, but we know what we're here for. We all made sacrifices to be here, and I think our group has done a really good job of keeping that a priority.
All right, last one for you, Coach. Sabrina Merchant.
Hey, Luke. Just curious what you saw out of Alex Len today and what he brings that you guys just didn't have these first 2 games.
Yeah, he's been big. Ever since we got him, he's really helped. We struggle on the defensive end, and he really helps protect that rim, and just having that size and physicality out there on the court is big for our group. And I thought today it was nice that he got those minutes and he was able to be productive with some stuff, start to get his timing back a little bit. But yeah, it's a bonus having him back with our group.